everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name's Leah and today we will be doing part 3 of our princess redesign series. We'll be doing Pocahontas from 1995, Mulan from 1998, and Tiana from 2009. I'm really excited for this one. I think they turned out very nicely, so yeah, let's get into it. Oh, and before I forget, I did post like a closet tour in my last video, so if you're interested in that, please go check it out. All right, let's go. Okay, so we're starting with Pocahontas, which came out in 1995. Now, Pocahontas's original outfit is definitely really questionable in terms of accuracy. Honestly, the ethics of Pocahontas as a whole are just really questionable. While the other princess movies romanticize dark, fictional stories, Pocahontas was a real girl who experienced real abuse, so romanticizing her story feels very different. Anyway, well, this is supposed to be 1995 fashion. I did take a lot of inspiration from the outfits and sort of vibe the character Susie Song had in the 1998 movie Smoke Signals. She was actually played by Pocahontas' voice actress, so it felt perfect. I got a lot of great advice in my last video on how to keep my paper flat. I didn't end up taping it down, which is something I usually do for watercolor because I love to move the paper around since it's so small. I did end up putting it right under a really heavy book immediately after I finished though, and that did the trick. I do usually put it under something heavy once I'm done all of them, like maybe for a night, but having it under the book for a few days was really helpful. So thank you to everyone for all their advice. I really appreciate it. Every time I ask something, everyone is always so kind and helpful in the comments. So yeah, thank you. I definitely wanted to give her a flowy dress or skirt with floral patterns on it to represent her respect and love for nature. Originally, I was going to give her a dark dress, sort of like these ones, but her color palette isn't really dark, so I thought I'd just keep it to the skirt. I was definitely inspired by these skirts. They are from 1999, but I found something sort of similar in a sewing pattern from 1995, so it's okay. I just modified it a bit and added the buttons that I saw in the pattern to make it feel a little bit more accurate. I did have a reference for some of the fashion illustrations from the time, but I don't think she totally looks like them. I feel like their faces had a bit more realism, but oh well, it's okay. Well, I'm really happy with how this round of princesses turned out. They definitely don't look 100% like a fashion drawing from the year that they're dressed in. I do like these designs a lot though, so I'm not too torn up about it. And the bright flowers on her skirt are inspired by the neon pinks and purples and turquoises. Turquoises, that's definitely not right. Turquoise found in the Colors of the Wind song, and like the leaves that are blowing in that number, and like the sky that she kind of stands behind while she sings. I actually really like how the rendering turned out this time. I think her skin looks really nice, and yeah, it went pretty smoothly, which is great. I didn't have to like try and lift any color or start panicking. For her top, I gave her this just simple white shirt, sort of inspired by this like bodysuit here on the side. And I thought the neckline was really perfect because it reminds me of her necklace in the movie. And then for this outfit, I gave her a bone pipe necklace in the turquoise color of her original one. I'm not fully convinced I like this skirt. I think it turned out a bit too dark, and I was worried that if I made it really colorful, it wouldn't read as though it was from like a specific time, but maybe I should have just done that anyway because I don't really think it even looks like the sort of floral, grungy look I was going for. Last but not least, I gave her this tan suede jacket as a sort of callback to her original outfit. Despite my grievances with the skirt, I do like how she turned out overall. I had a lot of fun drawing her face. I think she turned out very beautiful. But yeah, I just wish I did something different with this skirt or thought through it a little bit more, because it just doesn't look anything like what I was going for. My scans actually turned out a lot better this time. I didn't do anything different, but maybe the colors in this round or like the way I rendered it just worked better for scanning, and the other ones weren't really fixable with editing, but these ones totally were, so I'm very happy about that. Alright, moving on to Mulan. Now, disclaimer, her hair will be giving like Karen for the majority of the speed paint, but that's not the vision. I wanted to give her a spiky bun like this, and I thought I was executing that, but everyone I showed said it looked like she had like just really short Karen hair, so I think I mostly fixed it by the end. I just wanted to say that so you guys can understand what I was actually going for. In the last video, I got a comment from a user who recommended I look into Bai Ling's fashion, as she was like a Chinese style icon of the 90s and 2000s. I just wanted to thank you because her looks were super helpful. I mostly took inspiration from these two red carpet outfits. I loved the red, black, and white color schemes and the sort of like edginess that they both have. Fun fact, in the top image, she's at the premiere for The Talented Mr. Ripley, which is like one of my favorite movies ever. Even though the second picture is from 2002, I loved the black long sleeve with the phoenix design, and I think that a black long sleeve shirt is pretty timeless, so I gave Mulan one with a similar design, except with a dragon inspired by Mushu. And then since her shirt is black, I didn't want to give her black pants as well, like the other image, so I was looking at some pages from teen magazines, and I thought like these oversized jeans were perfect, and a tight top and baggy pants is a super cute combination. I mentioned this in the last video, but some people were still asking, so for these illustrations I used the Winsor Newton drawing ink set of 8. I really like them, and I especially love the little like illustrations that are on the front of them. They're so like cute and vintage. But I also use my Prismacolor and Faber-Castell pencil crayons for the lining. I would say that the Faber-Castell pencil crayons are better for lining because they're harder and just are a lot more clean. But I definitely prefer Prismacolors for actual drawings because they blend a whole lot better. Also, I think one reason I liked these illustrations a lot more than my last round was because someone in my comments mentioned in my first video I used a mechanical pencil, and in my second video I used just like a regular pencil, and the first one ended up looking a lot more like sharp, and the second ones were a little bit more muddy because the mechanical pencil creates a lot sharper and more clean lines. And that honestly made a lot of sense to me because that was the issue that I had, especially with like Jasmine. So I used a mechanical pencil this time, and I do actually think they look cleaner for some reason. So yeah, they said that they were like a children's book illustrator, I believe. That was very helpful advice and something I didn't even think of, but it totally explained my issue. I also gave her these like super cool sunglasses with red lenses, and you can't really see her feet, but she's wearing like black platform flip-flops in my head. And then obviously I made the dragon red with some yellow accents because it's supposed to look like Mushu, and in real life I think the design would be either like embroidered or beaded on. Coloring the shirt was definitely a trust the process moment for me for some reason. It just wasn't working out, but I think it looks okay in the end. Now this is where you start to see her hair turn into the Karen cut. I think it's clear what I was going for like when I drew it out, because you can still see the line of the top of her head, but once that disappears, I guess you lose that. And since I knew what it was supposed to be, it was just like very clear to me what the hairstyle was supposed to look like, but to other people, yeah, I was surprised to hear that it just looked like she had really, really, really short hair. I love how the jeans turned out. I don't even know how I achieved this, but when I started like applying the ink, maybe it was the brush, but the texture was different. It was kind of like fuzzy. I don't know how to explain it, but it made the jeans look super real, and I'm really, really happy with it. But overall, yeah, I think she looks really cool. I'm happy with how she turned out, and hopefully I was able to fix the hair. Okay, I was so excited for Tiana and had a very clear vision of what I wanted from even before I started. That being said, what I had in mind definitely feels more like 2005 rather than 2009, and I know some people don't like when it's more decade specific, but this is just for fun, and after doing some research, I'm honestly not a fan of 2009 fashion. I feel like it was definitely a transitional period, and it's transitioning into maybe like my least favorite decade of fashion, so I could have made it work, and it wasn't all bad. I know that Jennifer's Body came out in 2009 and there were some cute looks in that movie, but I was just too attached to my original idea, so forgive me. Alright, now for my actual idea. I gave her this like sparkly beaded shirt with floral and nature inspired embroidery because of her connection to the bayou, and her princess dress is like a lily pad and has like flowers on it as well, so I thought it worked. And I also put a flower in her hair as a callback to the one on her dress. For her pants, I gave her some khaki capris, and those are at least 2009 accurate because I found some similar ones in one of the catalogs that I was looking through. And then for her hair, I did this like side swoop bang updo. It's a hairstyle I like to wear as well, and I think it looks very cute on her. I saw these shoes with flowers on them and I thought they were perfect, so I kind of blended them with this type of shoe that I felt matched the energy of the outfit a little bit better. I was the most excited for Tiana because I love 2000s fashion. I feel like the styles that I mostly wear are like 50s, 60s, and 2000s. And doing these drawings are definitely the most fun when I get to research outfits and styles that I would actually wear, and I would definitely wear this outfit if it was in pink. Tiana's also one of my favorite princesses. I think Cinderella and Tiana are my two favorites. I definitely like to collect her merchandise the most though. I got a second shelf in my room and I'm so excited because the original shelf that I had was from IKEA, but they discontinued it and I needed a second one to display all my dolls, so I was like, no. So I've been searching Facebook Marketplace for like years and I finally found it, so now I have a little Tiana display on my shelf. I was debating on doing her in this sort of like My Scene cell shaded style to match up with 2000s like fashion drawings, but I still want this collection to look sort of cohesive, and I felt like she would look really different from all of the other drawings, but I do love that style. Out of all the princess movies, I definitely think that Princess and the Frog has the best music. It speaks specifically to my music taste, but also it's objectively really, really good. I actually sang Almost There for a little singing competition, and I definitely messed up a bit, but I will play it for you guys because I love singing this song. Like, it's definitely my favorite from the movie. enjoyed that, but I obviously made her shirt light green with yellow accents to match her princess dress. I also added some glitter to show that this shirt was sparkly. I was actually going to do jeans originally, but I'm so glad I went with the khaki because it all looks really cohesive. And those are our princesses. I really like how these turned out, maybe even better than part 2, but yeah, let me know what you guys think, who's your favorite, and the outfit I'm wearing today is very much inspired by what I put Tiana in. I'll show you the full look, but I have this shirt that I thrifted a while ago. I thrifted these pants as well. I don't know if you can see, but they're capris, which I'm really obsessed with the fact that capris are coming back. I really love them. I think they're so cute, which is why I put Tiana in them. But yeah, I feel like this outfit will be really good for summer. It's not quite summer here yet, but wishful thinking. Anyway, I recently made like a fashion TikTok where I talk about my outfits and do like little get ready with me's and that kind of thing. So if you're interested in following, I'll put it right up here, and you can also find the link in my description. But yeah, have a magical rest of your day, everyone. Bye-bye.